The stuff we seek lies at the bottom of this pit. This shaft connects to chamber.
So I'm here playing Half-Life 2, Episode 2. And yeah, man, the manosphere is cooked. I mean, I saw Steve go live, and right before he got off live, he was wrapping up, and I said, "Oh yeah," he was talking about all the wars and shit. I said, "All wars are Becker's wars." And he saw I made a comment. He ran for the hills.
Above, where my kin.
Silly motherfucker. Like he know that he's afraid that I'm gonna expose Bill's piece of shit he is. Like Bill's already been exposed on my channel. I only got half the subs they got, but he got all his fan base. He only had 15 people watching him. He went live this morning. I think he's on Central Time, so it was like 8:30 in the morning, and it's like, wow, do you go live at 8:30 in the morning? Most times you go live, in the afternoon and stuff like that. And then he's gonna say the common shit things of like, oh, the dating scene's cooked. Like everyone knows the dating scene's cooked. Look around you.
When you reach the lower chamber, remember, do not kill the guardian, or the extract will be ruined.
Everybody knows dating scene's cooked. Like I swear, some of these motherfuckers, and we all know that Steve calls a white supremacist himself. Like we all know, like these manosphere white supremacists, they be saying like they want kudos to say some basic shit. We've been under a feminazi agenda for like how many decades, and they like, oh, it's fucking. Mama. Like OG had to go get him a mail order bride. So yeah, I mean, I ain't saying he old. He can't. I don't see why one of these guys in the Caribbean. Why don't they go get them some broke chick from the Caribbean?
Warning. Detected. Warning. Blood toxin levels detected.
That damn toxin.
toxin levels detected.
Straight trip.
Lacerations detected.
Hate those things. Man, motherfucker, goofballs and silly motherfuckers in the world. So many goofballs and silly motherfuckers in the world. But yeah, Steve went live is more like a dipshit that he is. Talking about some basic shit everyone fucking knows. Bro, it's like, yeah, Bill, how can you be a man's right actor if you don't care about all men? Don't make no sense, right? All the goofballs, all the goofballs of the goddamn world. It's pathetic. All the goofballs of the goddamn world. But yeah, Steve went live. I had to reset my thing. All the, I wonder if people can hear me now. Oh, that's way better. Yeah, so Steve, so basically, I want to bring up that Steve went live. I had to change my microphone setting. But yeah, Steve went live today, and he talked about some basic shit. Let's pull it up and see what this moron who capped. His Billy Broadcasting mostly has my respect. I mean, he even though he's Jamaican, he's keeping it real, and like he's not bullshitting. So many dudes be out here bullshitting, trying to piss on your head till it's rain. like a freaking idiot. Like who give like a fucking idiot. Where is this video of his stupid ass? Give me a second here. And see, that's Steve. He goes live and he deletes the shit. Look, let me share my screen. What a goofball. This is Steve. So Steve goes live and immediately deletes the shit or puts it on private. While he keep up his work. I mean, while he keep it up, man. Like he's got nothing. Is not interfering with his life. He's got most of his shit up. He just deletes his shit when he goes live. He deletes his shit immediately. Like I was like, damn, I knew that I saw him go live this morning. Then he's like, oh, I'm gonna delete it immediately. It was like, the fuck you deleting it for? If you're proud to stand by your work, motherfucker, like Mr. Fuller said, stand by your work, motherfucker. Delete the shit instantly. Straight up deleted his shit immediately.
Every letter of Paul that is attributed to Paul was not written by Paul. Right. But these are the primary letters that almost every theologian says that the same writer wrote them. I'm not even saying Paul wrote them, but the same writer wrote them somewhere. And although they put 54 CE, it's most likely after 70 CE that these letters were actually written. But where are most of these letters going? To what churches, congregations are? Europe before it spread to Africa. And you know the letters of Paul, if you accept them, were written in first century. Then Christianity was in Rome, was in Greece, was in Italy. So therefore, there were Christians in those places. What you are denoting and thinking about is the fact that in 330, that in Ethiopia, or to be more correct, the Asim Empire was the first African nation to make Christianity their religion. Now, were they the first nation to make Christianity their religion? No, they were not. It was actually a Baltic Sea country whose name just fell out my head. I think it's the Abyssinia. Abyssinia, but I'm probably wrong on saying which one that is. Were the first Christian nation about 29 years prior to the Ethiopians. And guess what else they had? They had their own canon.
Their own canon.
So they had their own canon before the Ethiopians had their own canon.
Yep.
But they were the first nation to claim and declare themselves Christian. And even when the Ethiopians declared themselves Christian, they were still allowing for the regional belief, the ancestral beliefs that people had already had to still flourish within that country. They didn't necessarily force people. It took another 100 years for Christianity to truly become a majority religion in Ethiopia, or the Aksum Empire at that time frame, until around 500 to 600, when then the Islamic invasion happened and the country converted more over into an Islamic country. It's about 50, 60, 40 now in Ethiopia, but that's now, and we're not talking about now. We're not now. So as you can see, 4 of the 7 letters that are definitely written by the same author who say is Paul were written to European churches in countries that we now identify as Europe. Now, all of this was in the Roman Empire. The empire didn't declare itself to be Christian until 381. when Emperor Theodosius became the emperor of Rome, and he was Christian and converted the entire thing. But let's also use some additional common sense.
Common sense.
These are the journeys of Paul, according to the Bible. And in those journeys of Paul, Paul seemed to have went to Rome. He went to Italy. He went to Greece. He was all over Europe in his travels to deliver his letters or sermons or whatever he was doing there.
Salute armchair.
Christian churches. So therefore, your statement that it wasn't in Europe is truly just a false statement.
I'm writing that down now, bro. I'm writing that down now.
I was going to use a different word, but we're going to go with propaganda. So based
Got
on
my
the
glasses
propaganda, that's
on.
what that truly is. So let's think about the fact that if Paul was traveling in these places with Christianity,
Salute
Rome,
armchair.
why would Paul go to Rome if it wasn't there? Why would he go to Thessalonica? Why would he go to Corinth? Why would he go to Ephesians? Why would he go to these places if Christianity wasn't there? Obviously, Christianity was there in the first century, 2 centuries prior to Christianity actually reaching Ethiopia. Now, to finalize this piece of common sense, let's look at the fact that who brought Christianity to Ethiopia? Was it people out of the Levant? No. Where did they come from? Well, it is well known that Frumentius brought Christianity to Ethiopia and converted King Izana into Christianity. This happened in and around 330 CE.
Oh, hell, Zeus.
And where did he come from? He came from Alexandria. He came from Egypt. Egypt at that time frame was part of the Roman Empire. So being a part of the Roman Empire, yes, it's North Africa. So your statement would have been more correct to say the first African nation that we identify today, or the first country in the African continent, would have been Egypt and not Ethiopia. But Frumentius, who was he? He was a Hellenized Christian, meaning that he was part of the Roman Empire. He is from the church, one of the churches that will become part of the Nicene Council, that will become part of what we know today as the Roman Catholic Church. So therefore, the type of Christianity that was brought to Ethiopia was still the Christianity that was adopted into the Roman Empire. The only difference is that Frumentius, because the canon in the Roman Church hadn't been established yet, Frumentius brought more books than actually got canonized. So he brought the books of Enoch. He brought the Maccabees. He brought all these other books, which is why
I read those books
in it than the Roman Catholic canonized Bible, or the canonized Bible to which you read maybe as a Protestant. So
thank you, Vanta. You're the truth.
Ethiopia and Africa first? No. The Europeans bring it? Yes.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with West Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa. West Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa became Christian through slavery and conquest. By no other means. The missionaries came later. So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. The journey, the vibration.
Good journey and vibrations. Shouts out to everybody at the Hurricane at Night Trap this church. We're gonna play a couple songs and we gonna get up out of here. How y'all feeling? Ladies, I need y'all to pass out the frankincense because we ain't got no frankincense. Shouts out to my first lady, Vanta, at the Hurricane at Night Trap this church.
Feeling good, see the mama through the hood, I got a chick, fucking good, so fucking good.
Slap the hell out Hurricane. But yeah, I want to wrap it up now. But yeah. Peace.